Oh yeah. I made a big old hole in the truck. Alright. I get that one and that hole with this stuff on it. But first, I need to do some rocker repair. Not supposed to be able to stick your fingers inside your vehicle. Hey guys, it's Jeremy with Disciples Corner, and we're making some headway on the Dodge today. Went ahead and got the door pulled off, and I'm stripping it down right now. It actually had some Sony speakers mounted in it, some 6x9s, so I pulled that. Get that right there. I thought the speaker sounded pretty nice in there, but and then I pulled the weather strippings off of it since I painted my weather strippings on the door by accident, and I grabbed the mirrors that I needed, and that's that. Then I went ahead and cut out the rust. There was a rust hole right here, so I took the angle cutter, 3-inch cutter, and cut a straight line that way, over and up. And I yanked that piece out. And now what I'm going to do up in here is blow this out really good. Let it dry out here. It's been drying out for a couple hours, but I guess it wasn't really that wet, you know. But I'm going to blow all this rust out of here. And then I'm going to shove some of that rust repellent jelly in there. Let it eat all that rust up. And then I'll squirt water in there and rinse it out. And then I'll blow it out with air again just to dry it all up. Maybe hit it with the heat gun just to make sure it's all dry. And then I'm going to just freaking coat it with some of that undercoating. And once that's done, I'm going to put my patch in. Now I took the piece of the rusty piece, wherever the heck that went. There it is on the very bottom. Okay. It was curved, so I put it on the floor and I smashed it flat like this. Okay. You can see that line right here where my thumb is. That was where the curve was, where it curved down. Fit on there like this. Okay. Or, I'm sorry. It's this way. Curves on top. Okay. So it curves around there like that. So I smashed it flat. I was gonna cut a piece of metal out flat, but then I looked back at the door and I'm like, you know what? I don't have any way to bend this stuff. I wish I still had my metal brake for my siding, out of my siding tools, but that got stolen. So I just traced on this door right here where this bend is, and that should work out perfect. So I put it on here like this, and I traced where it should be, and I'll cut that out. That bolt's a little bit in the way, but the hole that the bolt, goes in isn't in the way, so I didn't want to go too far this way because it's starting to curve down. So I'll cut that out and I'll fit it up to there. Actually, I'll cut that out, and then I'm going to have to put a little more of a bend on it. This is a little more than a 90-degree bend right there, so I'll put a little bit more of a bend on there, and I'll fit it down there and see how the bottom lines up. Obviously I'm missing some here, so I don't really know how to trace it. So I just went off the top and ran it off straight. So if there's some trimming to do or something on there, then I'll just throw it on the bench grinder or that grinder or something, and shape it. I don't really know how else to do this really besides doing a butt weld, so I'm going to go ahead and fit it perfectly and just do a butt weld. I think that's the best way to do it. It's the best way to do any patch panel, I think, but in this instance, I don't know if I made it extra big, I don't know where the hell it would go, So yeah, my first panel patch is going to be a butt weld, so that should be interesting. I practiced butt welding on that door, so we'll see how that goes. So I need to get this in tonight, get all the paint ground out around the welds and stuff before I weld it, and then get that first layer of Duraglass on, and we'll be good. It's about, I don't even know what time it is, 9 o'clock or so. So I'm good. get this welded in the next hour or two and get a layer of Duraglass on there, and I'll be good. So we're getting her done, man. I'm getting her done. Got a first timer here, getting shit done. Okay, I'm gonna pay that rent. I still got a DA up into here. There's a bubble right here. I can push on it and there's air behind it, but there's a bubble right there. And some more. I actually took her out and tested the 4-wheel drive, so made sure that worked. And then buddy stopped by and sanded some of that off for me, so I gotta feather this out. Alright, so I got the wire wheel up in there as much as I could, and I couldn't reach that back corner on the left side there, so I put a bunch of that rust dissolver gel up in there, and then I wiped it back out, but I can still see way in the back there where I didn't quite get it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on a paintbrush and try to get it way back in there, and then rinse that back out of there, blow it out, and then I'm going to tape it off and spray some undercoat under it. Alright, can you guys see good? I'm testing out my first, well, actually this will be the second time I put you guys up on a stand. But I'm going to keep using this stuff since it works okay. I mean, there's probably better stuff out there, but like I said, I couldn't get way back up in there before. So I ran inside and grabbed my paintbrush that I normally use for barbecuing. I'll also have to go get another one because I couldn't find anything else. I'm going to get way up in there where I can't even see. Boy, this stuff works good at breaking it down, though. It breaks it down really good. Then you hit it with a wire wheel, then it comes off bare metal. Put a little inside there, too. It don't hurt to leave it on there either. I mean, what's it going to do, you know, besides continue to kill rust? I'm just going to gob some in there. There we go. I'll just let that sit for, I don't know really. I just let it sit and I go do something else usually, but it says, you know, 5 to 10 minutes. Wipe it off of any painted surfaces immediately. Well, what the hell does that matter? We're just going to paint everything. I mean, that's what we do, right? We paint. That's what we do, we paint. Getting pretty excited about putting this door on, guys. Holy crap. It seemed like that door took me like 2 weeks. Pretty much did take 2 weeks to complete it, but it's not like I actually worked on it for 2 weeks. I don't want to get any dirt on the primer, but there we go. Back side, even though you can't really see it too great right now, I'll show you guys a lot better view, but this is all painted. She is painted. And I kind of wanted to drop it down in here and kind of see if I could see how close it was to the truck, but you know, only getting it on the truck will be the only thing that's, you know, the only way of really telling if it looks good or not. But the anticipation, it's killing me, you know? So, okay. What's cool about it, I almost started putting stuff back on the door. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I gotta paint it yet, the outside, so. Oh yeah, I was gonna put 2 coats of base on it and then throw it on the truck and then not have to tape anything off, you know, and just like scuff up the clear coat and blend into the fender and into the back, you know, back there and up there or whatever. But like I kind of just want to paint all at the same time, so I just primered it. I'm going to put it on tomorrow, primered, and then all the jams are already painted. I didn't clear coat any of the jams, but when I go to clear coat the outside and everything, I'm just going to open the door and shoot the main parts of it, you know, the bottom and up the side and across the top and stuff. The parts that you see, shoot those with clear. And then, yeah. As far as this fender goes, there's a couple bubbles on it. This one was a bubble too. It must have just been pinhole or something because there's no rust behind it. But either way, I'm gonna feather those little dents. There's a little dent right there too. So I'm gonna feather this all out, fill that. I actually scratched it pretty good with my fingernail just now. Got some sharp fingernails. And then I'll be able to, you know, I can blend this part of the fender too, you know, into the door. So that it works out pretty good because I'm gonna end up painting all that anyway. And then back here, I gotta paint way up underneath there. I gotta hit that with like the DA or the something and get all that discoloration and surface rust off, and then hit this all up. So she's pretty clean. The door is nice and solid, clean, no holes, no rust. I'm gonna go through with the wire wheel and hit this stuff. All the bolts inside the truck, all the bolts mounting the seat underneath are rusty. All the stuff gets rusty from the snow and whatnot, so I'm gonna hit all that up with some black engine enamel. Yep, doing everything, man. Making this thing look mint, you know. I even got, like, up here, got some rust staining going on. So I don't know what to do about that. And it's down to bare metal right there, so I don't know. Thinking about just hitting all this with the DA too. Hitting her with the DA and hitting her with some paint, man. You know, I don't know. I like to talk like my brother sometimes. I think it's hilarious. But yeah. Got some more rust back here. Yeah. Kyle feathered that out. Not feathered it out, but he sanded the rust off anyway today. I think he was having fun anyway. Maybe not. I like this thing. This thing works pretty good. These abrasive discs work pretty good for getting rust off. Well, let me show you all about it. Why don't I? Boy, I just need one more electrical tool here. Some more extension cords to stand around on. God. Alright. You guys need light? Or can you see that really good? You can see good. All that was from a stupid topper capturing moisture on the bed rails. So there you go. There you have it. Fixed. Just throw some real thick primer on there and get her filled in. That's all there is to it. We do shit right. We do stuff right here. I think I'm gonna put some of that pink stuff. My pink sandblasting material. I'm gonna sandblast that with my pink liquid here. So, all right, I hit it with that brush. Got her up in there. Got all that cleaned out as best I could, and then I hit her up with the old heat gun, and made sure everything was dried up in there really good. And then I hit it with a screwdriver just to get up any other rust that I couldn't reach that had been loosened up by the Still pretty warm. That had been loosened up by the rust remover stuff. Okay, so now I'm ready to mask and spray some undercoating. Want to see my masking trick for something as small like this? Go ahead and cover the area with one big huge piece and then just cut the stupid thing out. Don't have to be perfect. So you're going to tape it anyway. This isn't really my trick, I just made it up. Just seemed more logical than physically taping a piece on all four sides, you know? Excuse me. Okay. I'll make sure it gets down in there. Set to roll. Roll on 3. Using only the best duplicate color undercoating. I'm going to do that to the back side of the patch panel too, before I weld it on.
Oh yeah, we got metal on the truck.
Metal on the truck. I did it. Wasn't pretty. About as pretty as my body panel over there. But it's on there. I ground my welds down, and when I did that, it thinned out the metal a lot on this corner here. And then I went to fill in the welds in between, and it blew through because the metal was thinner now. And I freaking tried filling it in, but I don't know really how. I'm not very good at filling in with the MIG or with a wire fed welder, but there she is. I'm not done on the bottom yet, but it's on there. I still gotta fill in a couple holes down here, and I gotta fill in a little bit of weld right here. And I'm gonna try to fill that in as much as I can, but she's there, at least. So it's in there, and it's undercoated. And I'm probably gonna end up undercoating that whole bottom anyway, too, on top of what I'm doing here. So I'm gonna get these ground down and go ahead and get my first coat of body filler on there. Yup, that's happening. Get that on there. I'm pretty good at that now. I had a lot of practice. So I'll get that done, and then holy shit, I'll get that done. And tomorrow we'll be mounting the door. Just like I said, I don't know if I keep going over the same stuff. So there you go. You heard it first. Metal on the truck. Getting ready to put fiber, whatever on it, some kind of fiberglass, and then we're good. All right. Once that's done, maybe I'll give you a picture of it before I go to bed here, or before I go in. At least it's. Oh, she took the computer on me. Holy crap! It's 1:45 in the morning already. So yeah, I'm gonna mix this up, throw it on, and head to bed.